welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. In the news today, Benue, Tinubu asking us to reconcile with killers means he knows them. Ex-rep Bila to Tinubu. The ex-lawmaker spoke on Monday while fielding questions on Arise Television's morning show program. A former Benue House of Representative member, Mark Bila, has tackled President Bola Tinubu over his response to the massacre of 200 persons in Benue. Reacting, Bila suggested that President Bola Tinubu knows the killers in Benue State. If he is asking citizens to seek harmonious relationship and reconciliation with the attackers, Bila also dismissed the characterization of the killings as reprisal attack, saying it appeared that Tinubu is not being given the right information. The ex-lawmaker spoke on Monday while fielding questions on Arise Television morning show program. Recall that the president has charged earlier to convey reconciliation meetings and dialogue among warring parties amid the unending killings in the state by suspected headsmen. Special advisor to the president on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, disclosed Tinubu's position in a statement he signed and released on Sunday. Alia also backed Tinubu while appearing on Chinese television on Monday. The governor described the ongoing attacks as possible reprisal attacks launched by suspected armed herders using known routes from neighboring Nasarawa state. Reacting, Bila described Tinubu's reprisal attack claim as misinformed, saying he doesn't grab the situation in Benue. He said, Mr. President, I want to use this opportunity to emphasize there is a war against people in a part of your country. Let me say that there is an old adage, even in several cultures, you cannot beat a child up and stop the child from crying. When our people cried out, when we embark upon our legitimate constitutional duty to protest, we were confronted with tear gas, with scores of personnel who, from nowhere, came out, who are not able to confront these killers, but are able to confront protesters. We saw helicopters hovering over protesters, helicopters that we did not see go west and intercept the people. So we are concerned about what is happening. Some of us have waited and have given the president, the governor, the benefit of that to intervene. But after 2 years, we cannot keep quiet anymore, including those who were declared as representatives of the people 2 years later, and nothing seems to be happening. I have to point out immediately now what was shocking and of a concern to me in the statement made by Mr. President. And let me quote very clearly. Mr. President, first of all, mentioned that he has asked that an implementation of his earlier directive, meaning he gave an initial directive that apparently was not followed. He has to now give a follow-up directive that is one. Number two, he is saying that in the latest round of reprisal attack, Mr. President, it appears as if some people are not giving you the right information. Mr. President is being misinformed and ill-advised. There is no such thing as reprisal attack going on. Our people are under siege. Mr. President asked the governor to convene reconciliation meetings and dialogue among warring communities. Sorry, warring parties. Those are the words by Mr. Bayo Nonuga. And then seek harmonious existence between farmers, herders, and communities. I'm aware that there seems to be a lot of sarcophagy in the country right now. So, Mr. President, with all due respect, if you need to be told the truth, you can ask us, the people. Some of us can come and tell you what is actually going on. You can liaise with our governor. I believe he should be honest enough to tell you the truth. There is no such thing as reprisal attacks. If you say seek harmonious relationship and have reconciliation meetings, that means, Mr. President, you know who has attacked us. That means the governor knows who has attacked us. and he's supposed to call them together for a meeting. That is what I deduce from that statement, and that I believe is disingenuous to the situation. There is no such thing as reprisal attacks. I will repeat for the umpteenth time, there are premeditated, unprovoked attacks against the people. Well, the case in Benue is a very sorry case, and the people of Benue should receive our condolences. But based on what Mr. Gbila, a former House of Representative member, is saying, I think the government need to do a thorough, you know, investigation before they come out with whatever communique they want to say or issue, because it is very, very essential for us to have a clear and full understanding of what is going on before we begin to make, certain statements. Let's look at this in this perspective. Let's say Mr. President is right by saying that there is a reprisal attack. Why should some people take law into their hands in this country? It's uncalled for, it's unacceptable, it is outrightly wrong. And if they decided because they were once attacked and they came back with attacking the former attacker, it means that we are living in a jungle. That means there is no law anymore. That means everybody is judging what seems to be right in his or her own eye. And that is also pointing out to the fact that it seems there is no president anymore. So the president needs to listen to voice of reason, especially, of course, first-hand information from the people who are really, really affected. Those who did the attack, whether reprisal or not, they should be brought to book, fair and square. That's just the reality. And also those who are in the business of misinforming Mr. President and by telling him otherwise should desist from doing so. I think he has the duty to remove such people even from within his cabinet or within his environment, because they will just mislead him, and that's just the reality. And as a president, like Mr. Gwila said, there is a confancy going on because of the so-called endorsement of the Mr. President now. And as a result of this so-called endorsement, of course, many psychophancy seems to be going on. People may not want to tell him the truth, and he has done well for the past 2 years in terms of from other areas. But this area of security, the high level of insecurity in the country, it shouldn't be allowed. When he came in, he has scaled it down drastically. But for it to start, surfacing again, raising his head, I think Mr. President needs to be so weary of all this so-called reprisal attack and do the needful for the people of Benue. They should rise to defend them. They have every right. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.